So today I'm going to refine over 4 ounces of gold. It's going to have its final refine, and then I'm going to make some bars. Let's zero off the scales and let's see what we got here. So we got 160 grams there. And that's already, I'd say 999. I just want to get it that little bit more before I make the bars. So we're going to get that in aqua regia next. I've just added hydrochloric acid to that gold. And I'm just going to put a small amount of nitrate in there, just to get it going. I do not want to overspill, so I'm just going to add a small amount at a time. Got the heat about halfway. Put a cover on there. Put the lid back on that. There's a hydrochloric acid there. Yeah, get all that into solution. I just hope it's a big enough beaker. If not, we'll transfer it. And let that do its thing. Look at the colour of that. I only put that small bit of acid in there, and it's doing well. So I'll add a little bit more and see how we go. So I've just come out to it again, and it's all in solution. Solution is like reddish colour. So we got over 4 ounces of gold in there, in liquid form. So next I'm going to add some ice cold water, and then we're going to neutralise it with some urea, and then we're going to drop it. So that's what it looks like. No gold in there at all. So I'm going to filter that now. Got a filter set up there. Gonna use a cotton to filter that. So that's the next step. Before I do that, I'm going to put some ice cold water in there, just in case there's any silver nitrate in there. So I'll do that next. Right, now I'll filter that. Right, it's all out of there. That's how clean it is. Not a speck of gold left. Got it in a funnel there, going through the filter. And there we have liquid gold. Hopefully that'll be lovely and clear. We'll let that do its thing and come back to it when it's done. So that's filtered now, and that has come out crystal clear. That's beautiful. Filter's not too bad. Let's put it up to the light more. Only just fit in that flask. Yeah, that's crystal all the way. So what I'll do now is I'll put that in a beaker and neutralise it first. I've just noticed that there's a bit of colour left in there, the filter, so I'm going to put some more water and flush that out first. So I'll do that next. Yeah, we've got colour there coming out, so I'll let that keep going until it runs clear. But that's the bad boy. So there's over 4 ounces of gold in there, in liquid form, and a little bit extra coming out here. And that's running clear now, or it's run clear. So you've got a bit of colour in there. And we're going to add that together in a beaker now, and then neutralise. Right, adding some urea now to neutralise the acid. Shouldn't need a lot because I didn't put loads of nitrate in there. See how we get on with that. Add a bit more to see if there's any more reaction. Didn't last as long, that reaction. Some more. keep adding it until it doesn't show any reaction. I think we're nearly there. I think one more. Yeah, that's dead now, so that's neutralized. So next we're going to put some S&B and drop the gold out. So I've added about 4.5 spoons of S&B in some water, and I do this on purpose so that I don't have to smell it, because it really stinks of stuff. So I'll put it in there, give it a good shake. There's no lumps in there, so that should be able to go straight in. I'm pretty sure this will be enough. Instantly gone black. So that's the gold dropping out. Right, let that drop. This is all settled now, so I'm going to pour it off and wash it and then dry it. Right, that's the mud without me cleaning it. That's the gold. There's still a little tiny bit of gold in there, but I'll let that drop tomorrow. I'm just going to wash it out, rinse it out, and pour the rinse water into there. Just waiting for the kettle to boil. So we'll clean this up and dry it off. So I've washed it through, and now I'm going to dry it out. Got the heat on. And this is the water, so there's going to be a little tiny bit more in there. I'll get that out tomorrow. So yeah, let's just see what this weighs once we've dried it. So yesterday I made a bit of a mistake by not wearing gloves, and this is what happens. Acid burns. I thought I was okay because, you know, I wasn't touching it much. I was touching the lid and I was washing my hands every single time, and I couldn't see anything on there last night. But that's what happens. Yeah, so make sure you wear gloves, because that could have been a lot worse. That'll fade in time, but it's not good. That's it, it's all dried out now. Nice and clean. So I'm going to go and weigh it now. Alright, I'm going to weigh this now. I'll try 2 scales. I was on 58.2. Double check it, this one. 58. Okay, so I've lost 1.7 of a gram, but I've still got some in that in the other beaker. So yeah, it must have been very clean. So that's that done. Tomorrow I'll make some bars out of that. That's over 4 ounces there. So that's refined. That's got to be 99.7, I would have thought. It's been refined many times. Right, so that's that. Okay. So we'll do the bars tomorrow. So this is the next day. I don't know if you can see that, but that was the waste, and that is gold at the bottom there. And the water was crystal clear, so I've obviously refined it really well in the past, because there's got to be another gram or so in there. I'll get that out and we'll add it to the existing gold, reweigh it. So this was a little bit of gold that was left over from the waste. Let's weigh it and see what it comes to. Oh, 1.5 grams. That's cool. Throw a little bit in there, I'll get that out. So it's probably 1.6 grams together. I'm going to weigh some ounces out now. So I'll get my dish. We're going to do 4 ounces, I think. I'll zero that off. I want to do the other dishes as well and zero them off, because I found out something earlier. That's 0, so that'll be fine. That's 0. And that one is 1.1 gram more, 1.2 grams more. So always zero off your containers, even if they're exactly the same, which they are. blue one for some reason is heavier. Alright, so here's the gold. I'll zero that off. And we want 31.1, just over. Just a slight bit too much. Still too much. .1. I think a little tiny speck more. Alright, that should do it. 31.5. I'm going to do them all exactly the same as that. That's the first one done. Nuggets in there. That's it, 31.5. The next one. Alright, this is the next one. I'll zero that off. .1. 31.5. So that's the next one. And the third one. Zero that off. .1.5. That looks about right. Yeah, that'd be fine. I'm not sure what I've got left here. I'm going to get another part, see if I can make another ounce out of that. So I couldn't find another plastic one. I've got this little aluminium one there. Zero that off. $31.5. So I had 5 ounces there. I think that's a foul. It's not hot enough. Not hot enough at all. Beautiful colour. See what this weighs. $31.8, that's alright. 4. See what that was. .8. Got one more. Alright, just mix some borax in with it. Four ounces there. Didn't want to turn off, it's frozen. Oh, that's easy. So, I've done 5 ounces altogether. That was enough for 5. Five troy ounces is 155 grams. We've got 156 there. Let's double check on this one. Yeah, 156. I'm not happy with this one. It got stuck on a brick, and we've got some impurities in there. But them 4 come out good. So that's that done for now.